Hello guys, welcome to Behind the Birk. I'm Carly Brooker. Thanks for tuning in again. Today I'm interviewing Fiona Grey. She's a singer. She has a few albums out on iTunes and other places, but I'm going to talk to her mostly about her inspirations and what she's doing next. So hope you guys enjoy. Start with like an icebreaker, like couple questions, easy questions.
Cool.
Favorite movie?
A Gentleman Before Blondes.
Okay.
Like, I was a kid who watched like Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe movies. I didn't watch any Disney movies. I was like such a you could tell my mom was a thespian.
Yeah.
Because I only watched like these like very old Hollywood stuff. Gentleman Before Blondes, Breakfast at Tiffany's, you know.
Oh yeah, all that. Favorite show?
Right now, like TV show.
Yeah.
I get into TV shows like way after anyone cares about them.
Okay.
So I just got into Girls.
Okay.
And I'm into it.
I haven't gotten into it.
But I also like shows that I can half watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if I was to say my favorite show, it'd probably be Law and Order SVU.
Oh, okay.
I'm like crime girl.
It's very different from Girls.
It's like different moods. You know, it's like music.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like you need something for
yeah.
when you want to be like, I'm going to be angry about being a woman for a second.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm going to watch people get murdered.
I mean, I guess.
That's horrible.
Like Dexter.
Yeah. I just love crime. Like, I used to watch NCIS and,
Live with Kelly.
I love Live with Kelly.
I can't stand her.
It's like, you have to make breakfast to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you can't sit and watch it. But it, like, makes you happy in the morning.
Yeah.
Or you hate it. I hate myself for the shows I enjoy. You know?
I mean, I have guilty pleasures, too. Like, I watch Seven Heaven.
No, that's awesome. What else? Like, I feel like I could just... Do you know what I just watched on Netflix, which was really good? Was No Tomorrow.
Okay.
Really good.
I haven't heard of that.
It's a new Netflix show.
No Tomorrow.
But again, I like to work to TV shows.
Yeah.
So like I pay like 20% attention to what is that. So they have to be like 30 Rock. I go watch 30 Rock every day.
Yeah. Every day.
We could maybe not every day. That's a lot. But if you gave me one show, I could repeat the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
We could make this whole interview about, and then I'm gonna doubt, and then I'm gonna like say a TV show, and then decide I hate it like 30 seconds later. Okay, we can move on.
It's like 4 minutes. Okay. Favorite book.
Favorite book right now. I'm reading Just Kids.
Okay.
And I have to say, like, by Patti Smith, and I'm already like 75% through, and I'm already like hands down one of my favorite books.
Favorite book.
Because I feel like it's an autobiography that's written like a novel, compared to an autobiography that feels like you're reading someone's resume. Like
That's
it's
true.
You know?
Yeah.
Really good. Highly recommended.
I'll check it out. Favorite color.
Probably teal.
Teal.
Like teal, like this color.
Yeah.
Like this color blue.
Is that why you chose that jacket?
Yeah, honestly. And I think teal and like red.
Okay.
But not together.
Not together. I was just about to ask.
Yeah, no, they can't do them together. They're both like such like they're like standout pieces. You know?
Yeah,
Your pop of color.
Nobody said teal and together, I mean.
Yeah.
Favorite song?
Okay, Band of the Run. Probably the best song ever.
Really?
It's like 3 songs put together. Like, that's kind of a cheat.
You said that so quick.
Yeah, because I wrote my college essays on that song.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I'm a huge Wings fan. And, like, not that you asked me, but, like, Paul McCartney's my favorite Beatle. And I don't know. I feel like Band on the Run is just like, it's like a movie. Like, it's like, that's what I love. Like, when music meets cinema is my favorite thing about music. Or when you can, like, be driving and see everything, like, visualize what the song is. I find that to be, like, the most powerful, I don't know, result of music.
Yeah.
And that song does that for me. And the first time I listened to it, you know when you hear songs and you're like, I've heard this, even though you haven't, but they have that timeless, they've lived on.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Favorite place in LA?
Studio City. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I know.
I love Studio City.
Me
and
too.
Hate me for it. Like, hate me, like, yeah, I hang out in Los Feliz. Yeah, I hang out in, like, the hills or whatever. But I like Studio City because I don't feel like I have to be, and this is something I probably reflect on myself when I'm other places, but I don't feel like I have to be cool or together. I could just, like, enjoy, and I know, and you can just, people will, like, just get weird conversations with people.
Yeah.
It's really clean. I don't know. I love Studio City.
I love it too. So, yeah.
Some Valley love in the music
Valley
world.
love.
But not Deep Valley. Like, nothing against Deep Valley, but this is like,
I mean, this is kind of not the Valley, and it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle.
it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so who are your musical inspirations?
And they're like the obvious ones. David Bowie, obviously. Blondie, Madonna, artistically, like the big, like, you know, the big guns.
Yeah.
And then I would say, you know, my dad is a huge musical influence. He's one of the best songwriters I know and a really successful musician, producer, artist. And I think having, you know, you have like your godly influences, like your Bowies and your Beatles and your all that, but then having someone that you know, like having an influence that's almost like a mentor, I think is huge.
So you like grew up with music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's important because it never felt, it always felt like something you naturally do.
Yeah. It doesn't seem forced.
It doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
You know? It didn't seem as career driven, it just seemed more necessity based. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Yeah. What inspired you to move to LA from Chicago?
So I moved to Chicago like when I was 7 years old.
Okay.
So I would say I didn't make that much of the decision. But when my dad lived in Chicago, my mom lived in LA, so I went back and forth a lot. And so I still kind of consider myself like a split resident. I'll be back in Chicago playing shows, working at my dad's studio for all of June, and I'll be there in May for a little bit. So I don't know, I kind of feel like a split resident. But the reason I stay out here most of the time, comfort.
Yeah.
It's like such a boring answer. It's a really comfortable place to live.
Not a boring answer.
Yeah, I guess your comfort is. It's just I moved back to Chicago to produce my second record, Belladonna, and I lived in Andersonville, and my commute to the studio was like an hour and a half in the snow, like one way. It's like 3 hours round trip. And it's like you romanticize about like walking to the train, you have your journal and you're writing all these, and then you do it for like a month and a half and you just want to just end it there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You're done, you're cold. Like you're eating, like I would get McDonald's before my walk just to keep myself warm. So it's huge. Like I was huge, unhappy, but so moderation. Wintertime moderation.
So okay. Who would you like to collab with musically? If you had a choice.
I mean, he's like Bowie, like obviously.
Yeah.
But he's like that's not really an option. So and that was why his death was so like catastrophic. Like I just remember being like, it was such a selfish thing. I was like, I can't even dream about writing with him anymore. Like it was really what it was.
Yeah.
And it was like but death is so selfish. It's not like they're in a better place. Like you don't actually believe. You're just like maybe you kind of believe that, but you're more like, what about me? Like, You know, I want them more in my life.
Yeah.
Gaga is on a roll, and I love her new record. I love Gaga. I think and I'll probably, right now in modern pop music, the only person I feel like really has her hands fully in the project, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Gaga.
Gaga.
Done.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kicking ass.
She's kicking ass and looking good doing it.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, what's the story behind Fangirl?
Oh. Without giving too much away.
Yeah.
I think Fangirl is like almost like my love song to the music industry.
Okay.
I think that there's two meanings, and they both I was thinking a lot about when I wrote the song. There's that element of like the love that you create in your mind that's almost more powerful than what's actually happening in reality, and kind of getting lost in ideas of people, I think, is the biggest thing. And I think in a town of just incestual amount of money, like I don't know how, like just so much money and wealth and power, it's really easy to get lost in it, and to get lost in like the ideas of this new world.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know. Yeah, there are some like in your face, lines in the song that I think when I wrote, I think there was like a shock factor. I can cuss, right?
Yeah.
So like it says like, if there was a God, it would be you, honey. Lay me on your bed, fuck me on your money. And I felt like that was just one of those lines that like I knew it would make people uncomfortable to hear it, and it makes me uncomfortable to think about everything that I was going through at the time. So I felt like that's how I could get the emotion. It's like you could understand me more from me making you slightly uncomfortable. I don't know if they'll let me put that on the record, like actually say fuck, like it might be like a live thing. A lot of you, like I get like we'll do throw me on your bed, lay me on your money will probably be it, but in live shows it was really important. The beginning of the song starts off like really just simple strings, just like me very vulnerably, like almost singing things that I'd written in my diary, and then getting to the point where I just wanted to scream at you. So it's and music for me is all about human emotion. Yeah. Like it should be for so many people. But that song is like a very like vulnerable one for me. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard your live.
The live, we did that in London. Yeah.
Yeah, in London?
Yeah, we did So Far Sounds London. We did some Manchester and London dates. I did a little fall tour in England and Paris, and then I came back beginning of this year and did some dates in England. And we did, and I'd never done it stripped down like that other than when I wrote it. So it was cool because you're kind of discovering things in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
Which is always like it could have turned out really badly, so I think it turned out good. Like when you're like, I'm gonna wing this.
Just do it, yeah. How is your sound evolving? Like, is it still dirty pop?
So like I hate genre and I hate all of it. I say dirty pop because I don't know what it means. Okay. Like I genuinely like, it's like dirty. It could be rock. It could be alternative. It could be. Okay. You know what I mean? Like it's just this dirty.
Yeah, I didn't understand what dirty pop meant.
Oh, it means absolutely what you want it to mean, which could be nothing. I'll tell you why I started calling it dirty pop. Because people ask me the genre a lot, and pop doesn't make sense. Alternative doesn't really make sense. Singer-songwriter definitely doesn't make sense, even though I'm both. So I just, and aesthetically, I like beautiful things that have like grime and grit and dirt to them. And dirty pop or filthy pop just kind of like made the most sense to me. As far as like evolving, I think that the industry as a whole puts too much emphasis on the artists we are compared to looking at us as people, who learn and grow every single day. So I don't care that my first EP was like more singer-songwriter-y, my second was more pop, and this is more like maybe alternative pop-esque music, because it's all my voice. It's all my story, you know? And that's more interesting than some label saying you are within this parameters, or some manager or some anyone saying you are in with this parameters of an artist, and you have to stay in that. That's not artistic. That's not fun.
It's limiting.
It's so limiting, and I have no interest in it. So, yeah, I'm gonna drop a record that is completely different in a lot of ways than, say, What You Want, which was my last single. But will I still do them all in the same set? Yes. And I'm in no way comparing myself to like David Bowie, because that's like such a huge statement. But I do look at like Bowie, and I will like listen to like album after album, and it's like it's just like completely. It's not different though, because it's him, you know. But to an outside ear, it's such an evolution. Yeah. So that's more interesting than making what's expected.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, cool.
What are you working on right now?
Okay, so we're finishing up the EP, which currently we're finishing. The single is done. It's called Money. I love it. It is. We shot a music video for it in Paris, which is like seems like why I did it for that reason, to be like I shot a music video in Paris. Like why not? I was playing a show there, and we were visiting there, and one of my huge artistic collaborators was just living in Paris for a year, because, you know, go to school and be an artist for another year. Why not in Paris? The song is, there is a through line story, so there's some repeating ideas from, you know, Money to Fangirl to Savior, but it was really about like my love-hate with pop culture media, and like my own personal story kind of combined with this character that I escape in my mind of, you know, we have a lot of pressures, not only as women, but as people in the industry, to keep everyone happy and to do what we're told, and, you know, to stay to the standards that everyone holds us up to. And I found in my own life doing kind of self-destructive things to like make me realize I'm still like a person, and I'm still an artist, and to like letting people down who have let us down so much just so we can have the power. And the song is kind of about a kind of spiral I took within this record and within my life and within, I don't know. Yeah. So it will make more sense when you hear the song. Like, I don't know how much sense that made, but the opening line is brought up in a generation where little girls will soon be little stars, be rich without doing anything. So we're playing with these ideas of like, I think of like the Kardashians as like this hierarchy, and I'm not even saying like I hate them. Yeah. I'm just saying it's there. So let's talk about it. You know? Yeah. So it's kind of getting caught up in our over-contoured world. So. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah. There's like a rant I just gave you. So. Chop that up as you want.
No, I will just keep it straight. Do you have any tour dates yet, like, for this album? I know you're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We just announced them yesterday. So I'm doing a residency, a 2-night showcase at Out of Order, which is Tenants of the Trees in Silver Lake. So it's really cool. We're raising money for programs being defunded by the Trump regime, which is all I'll call it. So April 12th, we're raising money for a charity that helps the environment. Amazing artists. We got Madeline Spooner. La Boquette is going to be doing a DJ set. Venya, which is a sustainable high fashion company, is showcasing their line. It's very cool. And we're raising money. And then April 19th, we're doing another one for Planned Parenthood with Tilly Beating Lights is presenting it. Coco Disco is showcasing her line. Just a bunch of really cool female artists.
Awesome.
So those 2 dates in LA. We're doing a Coachella party April 15th, if anyone's out in the Coachella land area. And then going to Chicago and doing release shows. Doing a festival June 10th up in the city. And then doing a release show at Shuba's end of June, which is my favorite venue to play. So I'm so psyched. So end of June, so stay tuned.
Cool.
So yeah, so a little like Chicago, we keep the Chicago LA love.
Yeah.
And then we're going to New York and play some shows, but those are still haven't announced yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're back in plan and collaborating with a string quartet. So there's some new shows that are going to be announced where we're doing shows with an amazing all-female quartet called Orchid Quartet, and just really powerful women kind of gathering together and playing music. Because the new record is very cinematic, it's very string heavy, so bringing that live was very important to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all my questions. So thank you, Fiona Grey, for...
Thank you so much for having me. It was fun.